What's up, everybody? Jack Star, Timmy Bird, Little Penguin. Before I get going here, I just wanted to tell everybody, apologize in advance. My voice is still shot. Although I feel about 1,000 times better, I'm not completely recovered from this little cold flu thing. Port Gamer, Dylan, what's up? What's up? Anyway, let's get this rolling. Figured I'd start a little early today. I was all ready to go and wanted to play a little DD2. So let's see. We are starting off today on floor 80. We're map 1 of 3 here, and we get Greystone Plaza. And let's see what kind of lanes we get. Got some of your friends to play the game. That's awesome. There, Penguin. Shen, hello, hello. How are you? Alright, let's start off with flyers. We got Stabby Kamikazes, Lethargic, and then we got EMP Zappers over here. And they've got Proximity and Wall Leech. So I think just kind of my little standard issue double Skyguard Dealy Bob should definitely take care of it. I do want to check the Ascension on some of these heroes. As you see here, I haven't updated it in a while. Might as well get all the juice out of there that I can. Can you have a free Gunwitch, please? Well, I don't work for Trendy, so I don't have the ability just to give stuff out for free. I don't have that button on my computer. Sadly. I would love to say I did, but I do not. Alright, let's get started here. We got Sizerker Whompers. So, what do we want to do? Definitely want to wall it up. See, we got Wall Leech and Soft Spot, so I kind of want to keep these baddies away from the walls. Only 22 mobs. So not a whole ton of mobs here. Tell you what, why don't we get, with the low mob count, why don't we ball it up a bit? Let's see, let's go with 4 of them. See how that holds out here. Now with Whompers, I may end up having to change that because we may end up getting different mobs down the way. Blade, what up? Freed you from your boredom there, Timmy? Well, awesome. Alright, here we got Hex Throwers. Enraged and Pilot on. Enemies take increased damage per condition they're under. Which this one, theoretically, should be relatively easy mode here. One of the easier Frosty lanes by a long shot. Let's get a Proton Beam here. Get a little Reflect in, just because it is Throwers and Hex Throwers. I feel like I need to move that over a little bit. The line of sight was a little questionable there. Yeah, I think that will work. What's going on there, Sith? My day's good. I said hi there, Pork Fry. What's up? What's up? Let's see. See, Pilot on. We want more conditions. Right now, I've got a slow, a stun, and a freeze. Actually, I think the stun and the freeze count as the same condition, perhaps. For Pilot on, anyway. Do feel like I need a little more up here, though. Let's go with another Flame Aura. Should I do a LSA? Might as well get a little lightning strike action, huh? Stop playing the games you felt like you were getting nowhere. You just have to follow what you're told, like I'm doing right here. I see what mobs are coming. I see what mutators they have. So I have to build against that. So I want to kill the enemies fast because they're starting off weaker. And I want to have lots of different conditions because every condition makes them take increased damage. So, I mean, the entire game is basically that. Now, obviously, Trials and stuff doesn't have mutators, but it's the same thing with the what mobs are coming. You have a problem, huh, Wiki? Or Wicco, pardon me. Okay, we got Side Guard Whompers, Brittle Headstrong. So here we got a bunch of little shieldies. We got Cyborgs. They can't be stunned. So, I kind of feel like I want to go Ramsters here, but I'm always worried about these EMPs when I do that. And I always end up moving. It seems like I always get this lane over here. Now, I don't want the EMPs to come down and dive bomb everything, though. Sparky, what's going on? There really is no best tanky. She should get who she likes, who she thinks looks the coolest. It's just all, you know, there's a lot of different play styles. I personally would get the EV2, but she may not like the EV2, you know. Let's see, let's get this, just get this over at full range here. Go right there. Now, I still am just... If I do Ramsters here, they're going to take damage. I just know it. I use Deadly Strikes, Vicious Strikes, and Fortification if I'm playing with the Dryad as my main builder. Like right now, I don't have Fortification on it, so I think I've got that World Tree McBufferson on it instead. The third shard doesn't really matter. I mean, if you're using it as a wall, it's probably in your best bet to go with some Fortification. Man, I just know those little zappers are going to come over here and hit my Ramsters. I'm going to go for it anyway. Hope it doesn't end in disaster. We will find out here in a moment. We got no range mobs, right? Yep, no range. Yeah, there's super chat here, Team Lost. Thanks, Airport Fry, appreciate it. Now down here, this one screams Ramsters. We got Geodes, we got Longshot, we got Armored. So the further away the source of damage is, the more it does, plus all the mobs take increased magic damage. Now, this map is very generous with the DU. So in addition to Ramsters, I am going to throw some crowd control in the mix too. Oh, it's your Sparky on your other account? Fair enough. Yeah, every 3 of 3 map is Lost Temple there, Lucas. See, let's just get a Proton Beam. And then some Sand in as some crowd control here. Got lots and lots of DU left here still. Well, you got to get to where I'm at, Pork Fry. I don't intend to go back down in floors, so I would suggest joining the Dungeon Defenders 2 Discord server, maybe. You'll probably be able to find somebody that's appropriate in the appropriate level that you're at. All right, and then 100 left. I think I may just go a little crazy with some auras here. Try to put them way out of the way where they won't get cyborged. Let's see. I think that will work. I like Lost Temple. I think it's a really fun map. It can be confusing till you get the hang of it. You know what? I'm going to throw an LSA over here just in case those flyers do head this way and decide to come take on my Rams. And then with one more, maybe I'll put one right here too, and it will double dip on the flyers and in the lane. So a little sketchy there, but not too bad. Let's double upgrade that one. Single upgrade this one. I don't use deadly strikes on my bees. Bees, it actually reduces the overall amount of damage they do if you increase the range on them too much, because they have such a far distance to go in between targets. They've got a large travel time. So I personally don't use deadly strikes on bees or on slimes as a general rule. Now there are certain maps where I'll do it just because it's fun. Exclamation Chaos 2 in chat there, little penguin. Will give you kind of my tips for doing Chaos 2 plus my first Xbox One win in low level gear. Alright, I think we're good. Let's just keep an eye on the minimap and see how it goes here. I'm actually going to go through all of the, or I'm going to start going through all of the guides and hero spotlights again next week. There hasn't been very much that's changed at all there, Lightning, but I want to go through and make updated guides that include all the hyper shards. Let me make sure nothing's flying over here. Of course, we got here comes some flyers. Let's see, are they going to go over here to these ramsters? No, they're not. That's good. That is a plus. Does it show or not? Does what? I missed the question, Sparky. I'm sorry. Does what show? It'll be shown. Alright, I'm not really, like I said, I apologize, I missed the question there. But it looks like Mama's got it handled. Morning, afternoon, evening, Mama. Yeah, it shows. As long as Streamlabs not derping out, it shows. I'm doing good there, Vortrex. Good night to you too. Dean, what's up? Welcome. Let's see. Let's get a little love on these Rams. And I don't believe any of these got borked. The newest addition to the glossary of terms. There is no cyborg stunning. It is getting borked. The Abyss Lord's a great hero, Lightning. There's no bad heroes right now. The Abyss Lord's definitely a good one, though. I use the Ramsters all the time. As a DPS, the amount of lane control you get with an Abyss Lord is just absurd. I mean, you can easily lock a lane down playing actively on the Abyss Lord. Right, what do we got? We got a roller over here. Let's just let it roll here. Quentin, welcome back. I tell you what, Illusions, if they would ever make it so you could get your... little freeze up there. Let me check the stream. Yeah, the stream looks fine. If they ever made it so that you could share an account, I would play on all the platforms. I would vary it up all the time. But like right now, I mean, just to get to where I want to go with Onslaught, it's going to take me several weeks of grind. You know, I can't do that on multiple platforms. If I could share the account, I would bounce around all the time and play with everybody. I enjoy playing on consoles. I know, like, Mama plays with a controller. I can't get used to playing with a controller on the PC, but I do enjoy playing with a controller on the consoles. Gives you that nice kickback feeling. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's for dang sure. The Skyguard is heading out quick. I'm going to move that Skyguard back over. It's just too dang close. Getting all the face wrecking going here. Oh crap, I'm going to have to sell that wall, huh? Yeah, I'm going to have to sell the wall. I don't have enough, not enough power. Quit repairing, damn it. Needs more power. There we go. Well, I'm going to do it multiple times, Blaze, so, I mean, I want to go to really high floors, but, you know, what's going to make that happen is the Ancient Power System. So, I'm not sure. It depends on how much fun I'm having, to be honest with you. If I get to 114... If I get to floor 114 and unlock all the flares, and I'm still having a lot of fun, then I'm going to just push as high as I can. But basically, it's just going to be based off of the fun factor. As soon as things start to get a little bland, I'm going to switch it up. Alright, let me switch my keyboard to a different port here. It is acting all kinds of funny on me. Sorry, y'all. Give me just a sec here. This is floor 80 here, Jeffrey. Greg, what's up? Let's see. I think I'm going to move this Skyguard over. The problem is the little entry box for the flyers here. They have to really fly out pretty far before they can start taking damage. There's a red blinky. There's always a red blinky on my maps, Quentin. I'm just going to move this back over to where I originally placed it. Do what you need to do there, Christian. I'm not, this is not an elitist gaming channel, so I don't do a whole lot of trash talking here. So, you know, do what you need to do. I would rather have subscribers that enjoy playing games and having fun than a bunch of people that just want to talk shit anyway. So it's all good, man. Enjoy your afternoon. Let's see here. The Yetis, oh man. The Yetis like that is just game over with the wall. I think you're not gonna have to sell it because it's gonna get wrecked. I just got started, really, Jennifer. I haven't been on that long. I ask myself that every day, Jeffrey. Yetis, the main thing with Yetis is they have that shatter combo. Their melee attack is crushing damage. Plus they have the ability to freeze. So when Yetis freeze your walls and then go punch it, oh, you know it. There is no doubt about it. Yep. The neighbor parked right next to his house again. He's pulling out there. I don't think it'll be too ear bleeding here for long. Can I check? It should pop up on the screen. But yeah, I'll look there, Sparky. Let me see. I don't see it yet, but I mean, that's not to say it's not there. Sometimes it takes a few minutes or whatever to go through. Let's see, what do we got this time? We got an ogre here, and we got Thork over there. Thork's not really an issue on that lane, so I'm not going to sweat that too much. For a Tower Monk, after doing defense crit chance, you should go into the range gambit of whatever the main defense for that hero is going to be. Or whatever defense you're going to use the most frequently. You should go into it. 50 left. Might as well throw something up here, huh? I haven't really done anything on this lane. Let's see. I think we're good. Didn't even throw anything up there. Yeah, but generally speaking, as like an overall generic builder guide, you go defense crit chance first, then the range gambit, and then you go into the defense crit damage. Clash, what up? Here comes Thork. Very nice. Thork went down in a hurry. He must have got a little LSA crit in the action there, too. You ogre on the wall. Might have to sell that wall again, huh? Nope. There, he sold it for me. Good job, ogre. Destroy the thing that's healing you so much. Well, I mean, if there's a problem with something, Sparky, don't keep doing it again. Check on your end and make sure you didn't get charged. You don't want to, you know, I appreciate it, don't get me wrong, but I don't want you to end up doubling or tripling or whatever. Like I said, Streamlabs should pop up on the screen and it give me a notification. Now, it doesn't always work perfectly, but and sometimes there is a delay. It shows red because there is a defense power being decreased. So I mean, as long as there is a defense power decrease, it'll still show red. It doesn't have to like go into the negatives or anything. Yeah, I'm not sure, Sparky. I do appreciate it though. Give me, just give it a minute. Don't, definitely don't do it again until we see what's up. All right, speak of the devil. There's a Yeti right there. And we got Skarnash over here, so I can actually focus the Yeti lane, which is probably for the best. So let's do that. The good thing about the Yeti, now this map is not great for it. I guess it depends on what lane he comes from. But it really is very, very easy to dodge those snowballs if you have room to see them coming and room to maneuver. It's the tooltips are just really, really wonky overall. If you don't have any defense power and you've got the range gambit, yeah, you can go, it won't go negative, of course, but it'll go 0. Like, it won't start healing. Won't start healing mobs. How crappy would that be? There we go. How crappy would that be if your cannonball tower started healing mobs every time they hit them? The standard Lady Orc is only in campaign. And then you get the Berserker, which is, of course, the variety that we all know and love and refer to as Lady Orcs. You get them, of course, once you hit Chaos 4. Let's see what kind of loots we got here. Oh, here's a pretty decent set of boots for my Nuke Monk right there. I'll definitely take those. Alright, moving right along. Or Quentin, I actually think that the standard Lady Orc is through the other campaign maps too, maybe. I'm not positive, to be honest. I haven't looked for them in so long. Now, of course, when you say Lady Orc, everyone assumes the Berserkers. And there actually is a mob called Lady Orc in the game. Alright, what do we got? We got proximity on the air raid over here. We got Pile It On the Zappers. And then we got some Assassins and Wall Leech. It probably means you had a Molten Guardian and you picked up the... Let's see, am I going to make that jump? No Gambit into speed. Oh, still made it. Got lucky. Let's see. Go right there. In fact, I'm going to just upgrade these while I'm over here. That way I don't have to come back over. Yeah, anyway, the lava, like Shen's explaining there, the Lava Guardians were from Molten Citadel. They'll drop that. It's a speed buff, basically. Alright, we got Zerker Fodder. We got Cyborgs that are going to join the party on this lane. And then we do have a Controlled Burn lane. Which that Controlled Burn should be coming this way. And then we got Spellbreaker on Timmy. So, how do I want to do this one? I'm going to start off at the bottom here. Hex Zerker Throwers. Alright, let's do this instead. We'll put one there and one here and save 10 DU anyway for my Reflect Beam there. Oh, Controlled Burn is definitely... Controlled Burn is usually what gets me, if something gets me. Alright, we got no geodes down here. 58 mobs. I think I'll mix it up, do some rams and some cannons. Let's see, why don't we go... We'll go 2 ramsters and then 3 cannons and see how that does. So funny. All the trolls are coming out today, it looks like. Alright. Did Curse of the Blood Moon Incursion got a few legendary weapons other than Celebration? You can go look at him in town, Jeffrey, if you go to the Wayfarer, the little dwarf guy that stands over by that cart. If you go over there, it'll let you look at all those. Alright, we got Zerker fodder here. Now, we do have cyborgs that are going to join the party here, but I do believe I am going to throw a little CC here as well. Nah, orbs were junk before, so I sold them all. I had sold all... Actually, I probably do have some orbs sitting somewhere holding shards. Yeah, I've got a few. I sold most of them, other than the shard holders. I haven't seen anything yet, Sparky, no. Thank you, though. Let's see, do we have any range mobs in those? We got Whompers. So no ranged coming there. Let's do that. That leaves me, what, 340. Let's see, what else? I think I'll put a little work in on Timmy down below. Sorry guys, I got trolls spamming. How come the ramsters don't get cleaved? Oh, they get cleaved, Timmy. There's a solid chance my ramsters will get beat to all hell here. Thank you very much for subscribing there, Mantis. I do appreciate it a ton. I can't forget about this controlled burn either, though. Makes me want to potentially do some tree action here, but I can also just fight over here as well. Tell you what, before I forget, let me at least get a Sky Guard down to handle these flyers. Yeah, but my ramsters get beat up all the time. I'm putting them so close to get the... I've got power pylon on the walls, but they still will take a beating if I'm not careful. Let's see, that leaves me 230 left. I can't really do a whole lot down here. I mean, I could thin the pack out. Maybe just with a few flame auras or something. What's going on there, Gabor? How are you? Let's do that. That leaves me 140. Still a little light. I'm definitely going to have to do some fighting up here, but I don't feel like I can rely on what I've got here to get the job done, sadly. Not feeling good about it. Tell you what, let's throw a PDT up here just to assist me on that controlled burn. Let's see, go something like that. EV towers are all magic. You can tell by the numbers there, Drew, or me without Drew, pardon me. If you you look at the numbers that are showing up on the screen, if they're white, they're physical damage, and if they're purple, they're magic damage. And then the red numbers are all crits. See, this is definitely just... it's looking disastrous, to be honest with you. I'm not very confident in my build here. Earth Shatter Tower. Well, it depends on what relic you're using. If you're using a medallion, you definitely don't want to go without power transfer. The range on those is really absurd. So, I mean, you can put deadly strikes on it and then hit the other side of the world. Defense rate, that's one that you can't get down all the way to the speed cap on. So if you put defense rate on them, it'll get them down firing really quick. There's lots of different options for Earth Shatters for sure. I'm going to hang on to this last 50. Man, I never put a reflect beam in here. These Timmy lanes are going to just overrun me with crap. I'm going to have to put a reflect in. I need 40 DU basically. Tell you what, let me get rid of one of these Ramsters. And then get that reflecting down here. Like I said, I'm not feeling real good about this one. I think if I am able to beat it, it's going to be really chaotic. Alright, let's try it out here. I'm going to try to just mainly CC this lane. See if we can get these guys fighting themselves. The Abyss Lord doesn't really have a best weapon in my opinion there, Jeffrey. You can use anything. Use the one that you think looks the coolest. I do like that book. The book that from the Demon's Lair. I think it's from Demon's Lair Incursion, or that drops from the Wayfarer. I like the right click on that. But you can really get away with using anything because the Abyss Lord for damage, it's all about the abilities, not the primary fire. Or no, that was the Molten one. I like the Demon Sith too. Where's Partek? I call it the Demon Sith, especially for Partek, because it triggers him so much. But yeah, the Demon Scythe is a good one as well. And it bounces around, so that's always nice. Well, that was not as bad as I thought. I think if I can get that Timmy lane thinned out a little bit more, it'll make life a little easier for me here. Alright. Let's see, let's spend some mana over here for sure. I'm not sure what's up there, Sparky. Can maybe try Super Chat if it's not working. I don't, unless it's some kind of regional block or something that's going on. I can't really see why that, or what would cause that, but anyway, I do appreciate the effort. You know, thank you very, very much. Yeah, that adept video was just DPS. I wasn't building on her. Alright. Oh, let me jump off the ledge over here for a minute. There you go, Hero Bruin. I know you were looking for it. There's the first official Juicy Derp of the day. Let's see here. See if we can keep this going in the right direction. Hopefully that Timmy lane thins out a little bit now. It actually looks like it is thinning a bit. There's still a bunch of mobs that are going to make it, but it's thinning out. You know, maybe I should swap those out for fishers. I should have put fishers down there since I'm going to upgrade it. Nope, no loot, sadly. You guys beat up on each other, would you? Half of them are controlled burned and the other half of them are vamped. That makes for a nasty combo. Why are these guys not taking damage? I can understand the controlled burned ones, why they wouldn't be, but let these guys beat up on each other a little. Uh-oh. Yep, Flyers made it through. Quibs is coming. Quibs shouldn't be an issue. Prizes Flyers made it through those LSAs like that, but I'm gonna have to go back over there and throw some upgrades on. Let's see, I'll just EV it over there. Oh crap, forgot to get the mana. It's all good, Sparky. I'm not sure exactly what's up. It might be some kind. YouTube's been doing funny things lately, so it might be some weird YouTube thing. Let's see. You know what? I don't want that happening again. Pardon me. So I'm just going to get a little spendy down here with it. Alright, now what did I have? I had 2 Ramsters and 3 Cannonballs down here, I believe. Let's get a few ups on these as well. I wouldn't sweat XP if you're still doing campaign, Sparky. The best one, as far as XP per hour, would be probably Assault on Throne Room. Harbinger, you can't do over and over again, or it nerfs the XP on it. Or it would be the Harbinger. But Assault on Throne Room gives pretty good XP. I don't really suggest grinding the campaign, though, for experience. Having a little lunch. They're /dinner/breakfast, huh there, Timmy? Fair enough. Let's see. Can I get anything else in here? Not yet. Guess I'll upgrade that just because I can. I'm going to upgrade this wall, too, just because I've been ignoring it. Alright. Let's see if we can struggle through this one here. Now, that was weird. Was that a controlled burn mob? No, okay. I thought the controlled burn mob went the wrong way. looks like most of the Timmy lane is getting thinned out. There is a few mobs, a few stragglers making it through. Not too many though. Twinkie, what's up? How you doing today? Mystic Walls, I'm using Deadly Strikes, Fortification, and Power Pylon. Thank you very much for subscribing. I do appreciate it. Let's see if I can get a free heal off this guy. I should have gave myself a tree here for some healing. Yeah, we got the big push coming through here now. Can I survive? Oh no, there's that cleave I was talking about earlier. Slikelion. Alright, now we got a big push coming this way. Yeah, this is going bad here. I feel the clenching starting to commence. The Mystic or the Dryad are both really, really good choices. Now, how am I not getting through this? There we go. I'm going to say, how am I not getting through that bullet shield? With the current state of things, Sparky, the Dryad would probably be the best choice for you. She is a mean, mean girl. Yeah, the Gunwitch is a blast. I better watch that one. I might do something, get that proton. Since I don't really have a whole lot going on here in this lane, I might want to maximize this proton a bit. But on the same note, I want to thin out that Timmy lane a little. Let's get a few more ups here. And then that leaves me a little bit for repairs. Let's see what kind of mana we got laying down here. I think I'm going to just hang on to that. Gunwitch is hard to control on the Xbox. It probably just takes some practice, Quentin. If you stick at it, I'm sure you'll get good at flying her around. I guess I'll just hang on to that 80. Now, Slikelion should turn around and walk the wrong way, right? Yep. Perfect. Let him beat down some of these fools. Get him, Slikelion! Slikelion's not doing much to those guys. Oh, wow. I completely ignoring just tunnel vision, old Slikelion there, and completely ignoring the little shieldy Gobu. That could have went really wrong really quick. Where's Thork? Oh man, look at this pack here. Good gosh. Go, go, Ramstos! Oh, Thork is right here, actually. Come back this way, Thork. Come beat on your friends. Thork's got that vamp. I don't want him on the wall. Oh, come on. I'd hate to have to sell my wall for Thork. Thork's gonna do me in here. I'm not gonna survive this. That vamp. That vamp is the real deal. Yeah, there's no recovering from this one. Come on, Thork. Stay down here, huh? Don't go up there to that core. Just don't do it. Ooh, dang it. I almost got the Sparkle Party off in time. The vamp is definitely no joke. No letting stuff get to your walls that has vamp when the higher floors here. That is for sure. Alright, well, continuing along. I'm going to re-roll that one. Going good there, Raman. Alex, how's it going with you? Trendy fixed Dragolich yet? Nah, none of the pets have been fixed yet. What's up, Paco? How you doing? I missed the question again, Sparky. It scrolled off while I was getting my butt walloped by Thork there. Let's see, we got Kamikazes and Assassins. We got some Cygor Guard Whompers with proximity. Having a party? Nice. Nothing wrong with that. Thank you very much for subscribing there, Jeffrey. I do appreciate it a ton. It depends. It's really up to you, Anime. I would push as far as you feel comfortable pushing before prestiging, especially if you have high ascension level, because you're not going to get that power back for a long time. I still don't have all of my power back. I'm weaker right now with my 8 ancient powers than I was at 2800 ascension with no ancient power. No doubt about it. The Hex Throwers, Cyborgs, and wouldn't you know it, controlled burn on the flyer lane. Gotta love that. Well, there's no Geode in the mix there, so it should be relatively easy to deal with the way the game is set right now, Paco. There's not everything's gated, so people can't join unless they've got that floor unlocked. That's one of the things that are also on the list that Trendy is wanting to get fixed. But like right now, it's very anti-play together. Unless you've got a person that's on the same floor with, that you play the same hours with, that you can stay at the same progression level, the game is not set up very well. Yeah, if you're going to use the Dryad, you really have to play actively with her. There's no reason not to. Or actually, it hurts you too bad if you don't. It's not there's no reason not to. Let's see, we got Cyborgs here. What's going on, Billy? Welcome. Got mixed emotions on what to do here. Well, I know I've got flyers, and I'm going to have the controlled burn on that one flyer lane. So let's get that set up first. I actually think I can do just that for this lane. This lane's going to need 2 of something. Played with Quicksilver today. Very nice. Finding it hard to get back into the game. Well, I mean, if it's not, you know, as with any game, Paco, if it's not fun, or if you're not enjoying it, you shouldn't play it, you know? Fun's got to come first. I'm going to do this here. I'm actually going to double up on the PDTs just to ensure that I don't have any issues. In fact, I'm going to move that Skyguard forward a little bit. My little pet peeve is controlled burn on flyer lanes. Not on every map, but on most maps I absolutely hate it. Alright, then what did we want to do here? We got proximity. You know, and I'm worried here because I'm going to be using towers because of the cyborgs. I want the kamikazes to dive bomb into the Skyguard, not into anything else. See, why don't we go... Ramster. We got no geodes, right? No geodes. Let's go 2 Ramsters there to try to thin the pack up front. And then go with a couple of cannonballs back here to provide the burst for anything that's back on the walls. Alright, and then here we got Hex Throwers, Cyborgs, Vanguards, and Splodies. We got Maximum Effort and Long Shot. Each unique source of damage is gonna increase the overall damage done. Or actually, they're gonna get weaker for each source of damage that hits them. So I want to make sure I definitely have multiple sources of damage going here. Let's see. Let's get the basic protections in first, though. Yeah, Dragolich is a really good one. Like Quentin just said there, Blue. Alright, so I want unique sources of damage. Let's go... How many mobs is it? It's 53 mobs. No geodes. So let's go with... We'll go with a Ramster. I should have threw a cannon here while I had it. We'll go with a Ramster and a cannon. Get a couple of more sources in up here. Maybe some auras where try to put them out of reach of the cyborgs. Let's see. What can we do here with the auras? Oh wow, is it not letting me build up here? I thought it would let you build up here. Apparently not. Well, I'll put it all the way over there. The range on that is questionable. It's just not going to hit it. If I put it down here, it's probably going to get cyborged. I'll try it anyway. Let's see. Now, lightning strikes I can put over there. There we go. There's 2 more sources of damage. And then, you know what? Let's do a PDT, too, just to close the deal. Get lots and lots of sources of damage going. And I'm going to put that... Well, I might as well... I mean, I want to take advantage of the range. Which I'm not. Alright, and then I got 300 left for these 2 lanes, which is definitely light. But this lane, in theory, should be relatively easy. In fact, I'm going to try no walls on this lane. And I'll have to keep an eye on it for sure. See if I can just do a straight up spawn camp. The enemies are enraged, so I want to kill them right up front. Let's just pack in the power here. Get these guys wrecked. That only leaves me 180 for the main lane there. That is very sketchy. What do we have on the ground lane? We got Spellbreaker. You know what? I think I'm going to change my cannonballs to stun. Right now I've got heavy cannonball on them. Let's get rid of heavy cannonball and go with stun fire instead. And then that's also going to help me out on those flyer lanes. I don't like only having that down there. See, that's 160 left. That's 5 cannons, or 4 cannons in a wall, depending on what I wanted to do. But there is Hex Throwers. This lane is just going to be a little bit weaker than I like. I'm going to go just one wall, so there's plenty of room for him to run around. So I am going to have to really watch this lane. The Dryad is... I don't think there's any comparison between the Dryad and the Adept, personally. Now, the Adept has really, really good crowd control, but the Dryad overall is just such a beast at the moment. Just absurd damage. You don't have to crowd control something if it's dead, and the Dryad makes it dead. So, you know, there's just no comparison, in my opinion, anyway. Alright, that gives me 3 cannons as it for a lane with 86 mobs, and that is just sketchy. Now, the poison dart towers are going to double dip, but they're not gonna seal the deal. They're not gonna be the answer for me. Now, they do take increased physical damage, which will help. This is sketchy. See, and I don't want there to be a problem here, so I'm going to just upgrade both of those rams. And then I've got no choice but to fight here because I've got to watch that lower lane. So let's see if I can't make it happen here. Now, those mobs taking increased physical damage also means they're taking increased damage from my primary attack, because that's physical damage. I'll definitely be doing viewer runs again in the future, anime. I'll be doing stuff with the Steam group more and more. Oh crap, Lady Orcs. And here I said I needed to watch that lane, and what do? Completely ignore it. Let me just stand here and DPS. Yeah, I mean, that's what it's all about there, Soul. If you like the Adept more, then that's what you should be playing. All about having fun, you know? Man, that was really close. That Lady Orc was in the backswing, getting ready to just face roll that core. Definitely gonna have to throw some more ups down there. Alright, let's get this upgraded. It's not going to stop a Lady Orcs from running through, but hopefully they're thinned out enough where I won't have to put too much effort into smacking them down. Alright, this lane, by looking at the mana, most of the lane died up here, but a couple of upgrades are never going to hurt. I think I'll just go 1 on the cannon and the ram. This is floor 80 here, anime. Now here they definitely made it all the way around into the wall. Let's get the flyers dealt with. Let's just try to get as much of the stuff on the map as possible up to tier 2. For starters, anyway. Alright, then I'm gonna jump in the water. I don't think you can block other viewers, Soul Reaper. Yeah, Frosty Gunwitch is still really good, Timmy. In my opinion, it's the way to play it. If you're gonna play the Gunwitch, that's how you should play it. I don't see anything sneaking up yet. A lot of little mobs coming from down there, but all those little mobs will get burned up in those auras. Looks like the top side of the map, according to the mini-map anyway, it looks like the top side of the map is doing pretty good. If you take the Onslaught route, Sam, the gear upgrades are very, very smooth. Got a siege roller coming. I'm gonna wait a minute on killing it though. Make sure this lane is cleared. All right. Save the best for last. Yeah, it's floor 80. There it is right there, anime. Alright, now we get to turn the power on, which is good. Now what do I have for bosses? I got a Skelly over here. Looks like that's it. Just the one Skelly boss this wave. So let's get all three of these upgraded one more time. That takes the PDT up to tier 2. I didn't watch that, Zero, but I wanted to. Let's see. Throw. I feel like if I ignore this lane, it's going to be a mistake. Actually, I only have 37 mobs this wave. Not near as bad up here. Still going to go with the boom boom. Plan ahead. Get that upgraded all the way. Alright, let's continue on here. You guys that are having a tough time finding groups, I know on the console, if you don't have direct access to a PC, it makes it a little more difficult, but like you can use your phone and everything. But Discord is a really, really good tool to use. DD2 has a very active Discord community. The Looking for Group channel has every day, I mean, I don't know the number, but every day there's a large number of people that are looking for groups there. Exclamation Discord and chat will give you the link to it. And that's not me. There's no benefit for me promoting Discord from you guys. It's just a really good tool. You can put the app on your phone or whatever if you don't have access. Right, so Kellyanne got wrecked, but I didn't see how far he made it. Right, throw just a little bit more in down here. Do the flame auras, and you know what, let's knock that LSA up a bit too. I think this was Slakelion here, right? Where that totem is where he died probably. And we got a Bastille Master. Oh man. So all this is going to get wrecked. Unless I can get over there and throw the stun on her on time. But I don't think I'm going to be able to leave my area. And then that lane shouldn't be an issue. Let me get... That's actually done 266 million. So I guess it's not getting cyborged down there like I thought it would. Let's upgrade the crap out of these auras here and hope that this burns the Bastille Master. Or that's all I got, huh? What, your first EV2, 1,000 away from getting another. Nice. I'd probably recommend the Dryad or the Mystic there, Fraz. The Dryad and Mystic are very, very very solid heroes, but as with any of them, make sure you look at them first. Look at their descriptions and their abilities and defenses, and see if it's something that would be fun for you. Sorry, all my voice is still taking a crap from my little cold. I'm cold/flu I'm recovering from. I'm kind of worried about the Bastille Master, but whatever. What can I do? Okay, that was Slikelion, so let me help those few towers out with Slikelion here real quick. There we go. I better. Is that wall beat up? Eh, not too bad. And I haven't seen a Lady Orc come up from that bottom lane since I've gotten all those upgrades in. Maybe I will be able to go over and focus on the Bastille Master. Well, here she comes. Oh, nice. Lightning Strike Aura crit for the win. Now Gribbs. Little Hex Thrower action here. There we go. Very nice. Yeah, this is going a lot better than the last one. Let's go ahead and just close the deal over here. Proton Beam up to tier 5. What do we have for bosses? I got Quibbly. We got a Skelly. So, I think I can actually focus over here now. Oh, I got lucky there, Quentin. Luck is greater than all. A little luck goes a long, long way. I think there was a couple of Flame Aura crits and had to have been more than one Lightning Strike Aura crit as fast as she dropped. That wall over there is yellow. How bad is it? Not too terrible. See, the very bottom's looking good. Let's throw a last-minute repair here. And here comes Quibs. Uh-oh, what a time for my mouse to go funny on me. Alright, Quibs is down. Got a Plaguing Hawk over here. There we go. Double dip on the Sparkle Party on that assassin there. Alright, should be a good game. What did we get over here? Not very good on the boots. That head's not terrible. I think I might be ready to get my Nuke Monk back. I think I've got enough armor pieces now to... Oh, I love the reroll and retry. I mean, the retry is kind of a no-brainer. It's always frustrating to go back if you lose. And then the reroll's just heavy-duty quality of life. I wasn't expecting the reroll, to be honest with you. I was expecting the retry, but not the reroll. Alright, so we're on to the Lost Temple. Drink a little more of my coffee. I've only been up for about, I don't know, maybe hour and a half now. I haven't been getting much sleep lately, so I slept in a bit today. But definitely need the coffee to get flowing. Alright. The wife is really sick right now. Well, I mean, we've both been just really sick, but she's not having fun today, that's for sure. Let's see what we got. Let's just make the rounds here. Alright, start off. We got Sizerker Whompers with Enraged, so they're starting weak. How can we capitalize on that? Now, I can go with some auras right here that won't get borked. So even though they're cyborgs, they won't disable that. They'll leave that alone. They won't disable that either. They'll leave that alone. Now, if I put them right here, they'll hit it. If I put them up here, they'll hit it, unless I went way over at this side. But here you can get semi-decent coverage, so that's going to be a little upfront damage. It's only 10 mobs. So, I mean, although it's going to change from wave to wave, this first wave, it's only 10 mobs there, so it's not a huge deal. And I think I will bust out the raw power. And cannonballs are just really good single target DPS. I am going to go back to heavy though. So let me get rid of stun shard. Throw the heavy back in the mix. And then let's just go 3 cannons. I mean, like I said, it's only 10 mobs. For now. I mean, it might be more down the road here. Alright, let's see what we got here. We've got EMP Stabby Kamikazes with long shot. So I'm gonna take advantage of long shot with a Sky Guard. But I'm also gonna get a little up front going here with a lightning strike. So let's go with a Sky Guard there and take advantage of the long shot. And then up here, I'm just gonna go with an LSA right here. And that's not going to be taking advantage of long shot, but it is going to hit them right away the second they come out. So the thing with long shot is enemies take more damage if the source is farther away, but they're not going to take less damage if it's right on top of it. So I'm at least going to do the minimum damage from my Sky Guards there. When would I would use shards as soon as you get them. See Pain, what's up? I still feel bad about missing you in the tavern back last week. Yeah, you should definitely use your shards as soon as you get them, though. No doubt about it. Alright, now what do I have here? We got Timmy. We got an air raid lane up top. What do I want to do with the air raid? Timmy shouldn't be a huge deal. I do have a core down here, so I'm going to have to be careful with anything that respawns. But I can do a little bit of spawn camping with Timmy. So let's go ahead and set up for that. I'm going to put a reflect beam in just in case, because those little ranged frosty range mods will chew you up if you're not careful. And then let's try to CC it right up front. Let's see. Let's get Heater in the mix. Or do I want to go Fishers? Let's go Fishers instead this time. Get out the microwave. I'm going to have to check his Ascension. Actually, it looks good. I must have just did it last night. Let's see. Let's throw 2 Fishers in. Start with higher health. Kind of stinks that they start with higher health, but whatever. And then let's LSA it, and I'll put a last resort LSA at the wall as well. In theory, that should do pretty well. You know what? Let me just overkill it. So we got 3 Fishers, Proton, LSA, and a Sand. That's pretty mean. Now, I do have to deal with this air raid lane, though. I think I'm just going to double... Hey, you know what? Let's mix it up. Let's go 1 Skyguard and 1 Hailstorm. Let me check the Hailstorm Ascension as well. Yeah, looks like I just did it, too. Nice. Addicted to League of Legends now. You and so many others there, C-Pain. I know quite a few people that is absolutely all they play. Let's see, let's get a Hailstorm going over here. So that should be covered. Alright, here we got Geo Hex Throwers with Spellbreaker. Now, Spellbreaker, of course, mobs are going to take reduced magic damage and increased physical damage. And then we do have some throwers as well, I think, right? Yeah, we got Hex Throwers. Let's go ahead and set up for them. And then, although they do take reduced damage, you see they're unstoppable. They're immune to slow. So putting down a proton is not going to be a massive benefit for me. But they aren't immune to stun. And the sand trap, of course, is going to stun. So let's throw some sand down. Spellbreaker means reduce magic damage, increase physical damage. Let's, I am going to throw some magic damage in the mix, just because. But let's also get some physical damage down. And physical damage on the ground is going to be explosive traps. So let's do that. You know, I'm half tempted to throw a proton anyway, just for the freeze, even though they can't be slowed. 32 mobs, but there's Hex Throwers. You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to throw a proton as well. Let's see. Try to go all the way up. Try to take advantage of the freeze anyway. My space is a little wonky, huh? There we go. Something like that should help. Now, I got nothing back at the wall for last resort damage. Now, they're going to take reduced physical damage, but I think I am going to throw some Flame Auras in just to help. And then I'll go 1 Lightning Strikes at the wall as well. Just as kind of a last resort type thing. Alright, so moving right along, we got Stabby Zappers with Proximity. Let's do... the weapon you want on the Mystic Sparky is that incursion weapon. So go to the Wayfarer in town and look and see which incursion you have to do if you haven't done it already. But that's the weapon you're going to want. You're going to want this Shadow Flame knife. Alright, let's go with the LSA up here. And it's got proximity, so that will help. And then for the backup on the flyers, let's go with just a regular old Skyguard. This is not a terribly tough lane because there's no dive bombers, there's no EMP kobolds, or EMP kobolds, or regular dive bombing kobolds. Those are all vacant from this lane, which is a good thing. Alright, and then on the ground, we got Cyfrost Vanguard's Throwers, and then Maximum Effort. Maximum Effort, of course, more health, but the enemies get weaker with each unique source of damage that hits them. So we do want unique sources of damage going here. You know, another thing I really need to get geared up is my snakes. I don't have Vipers set up for the Mystic yet. And Vipers would be ideal right now to add to the mix. Yeah, 1 Chaos 7 map gets you to level 50. Just do the highest Chaos Trials you can. Omni's doing good, C-Pain. He's been playing, he's been kind of hooked on Path of Exile lately. He's been playing a lot of that. Let's see. A little bit sketchy right at the corner there. I think I'll move this over just a touch more. You definitely gotta check the angles once you get into Onslaught floors. If your angles aren't perfect, things are gonna go bad. Alright, and then we've got the shieldies, so that means like cannons are not gonna be very good. Ground traps, of course, are gonna get borked, so I don't want that. And it seems like Ramsters may just be straight up the way to go here. Let's see. What else? I could throw another LSA down here just for some last resort. I don't think that will get borked. Alright, I'll come back to that lane if I have a bunch of leftover DU. Alright, EMP stabby zappers. Let's take the high road on that one. Try to get these guys wrecked up front. So we'll go with LSA and another LSA, and that should handle that flyer lane. A little last resort wouldn't kill me. I've got 400 DU left, though. Maybe I can throw a PDT in that will cover the lane and the air. It's not necessarily a terrible idea. It's just going to be hard to make it work properly. Let's see. We can do that, and it'll get shots off on the ground and in the air. So that should handle those, no problem. Alright, we got Hex Throwers here. Now I'm going to cheese it a little here. And what I mean by that is Hex Throwers, of course, we know have ridiculous range. Crap, I put her on the wrong button. Let's do that. Hex Throwers we know have ridiculous range. So if I go close to spawn like this, we've got Hex Throwers, Javelin Throwers, and little ranged Goboos. So the only thing that we have that's going to go all the way up to the wall is those little Splodies. And there's only one of them. So I'm going to put a Reflect Beam in here, which for the most part is going to negate those ranged mobs. And then I'm going to force the mobs to kind of get bunched up right here, because they're going to be in range the second they see the wall. So the mobs should bunch up in the entrance and come out just a little bit slower. This is the highest floor I've been in anime. I'm just now making the push. Let's see. And then maybe just LSAs and a couple of flamers. Yeah, this is first time for me right here. I've never done this map on floor 80. Very first try. Light rain, what's going on? See, that leaves me the 200 for this other side. And theoretically, this is a pretty easy lane. So let's get a little CC going. That leaves me 140 left. Now I got 80 left. There's no other lanes, right? No. 80 left. Now, I could just go... You know, there's only 23 mobs. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to stretch this lane out. We know the mobs are going to move slow because they're phased. So, I'm just going to go bam, 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 bam. And these LSAs should pick off anything that doesn't get burned down by the initial butt wallop in there. I don't get carried anime. In my opinion, there's no reason to play the game if you're going to have somebody carry you. Light Rain's the only person I know right now that could come and carry me anyway, because it's all gated. But I mean, for me, the challenge is figuring out the strategy aspect of it. The actual running around shooting stuff is not the part of the game that draws in for me. I like the happen to go through and troubleshoot and figure out what I did right, what I did wrong, what works here, what doesn't work here. Alright, let me just keep an eye on the mini-map. It's a little sketchy here. That Unstoppable really puts a damper on things. If Unstoppable wasn't here, this setup would be like easy mode. These Splodies in Pro Time would just wreck it. But Unstoppable is going to hurt that a little. So I guess I better just watch the mini-map here and see what lanes are getting pushed. Looks like the Timmy lane is getting face rolled. It was way overkilled. We're getting a little double dip on the Hailstorm here, and that is physical damage. So that's a good thing. Ah, crap, just wasted my pet. I got the Proton here for the Assassins, though. There we go. Actually, none of the lanes really got pushed. This is the only one that's having any struggle at all. And I mean, stuff's dying. It's just dying slow. Alright, wasn't terrible. Let's see, let's throw... Since this was double dipping so well, let me look at this Hailstorm. I think I might want to reposition this a little bit, because it was doing a great job helping out there. Oh, she's on the front page. Poor little Pebbles, always getting ignored. See, let's do it like this instead, and it'll still hit the flyers. And it'll give me a little bit more double dipping action over here. Get these explosive traps up. And let's see what opened up. I wasn't really paying attention when it went. I do want to upgrade this Skyguard though. There we go, we're good to go there. This looks like it held out fine. Nothing made it past the turn here. And it looks like it's down below. So we got Cyborgs again. Imagine that. Skyguard Lava Throwers. So we got Shieldies. That's going to rule out the Cannonballs. We got Cyborgs. That's going to make ground traps tougher. And we got a whole crap load of little ranged Gobus. So, I think the obvious choice here is going to be a Reflect Beam, and then whatever I have left. I think I'm going to go into Ramsters. Let's see, is there 10 DU I can free up anywhere? You know what? This is probably a mistake, but I'm going to get rid of that. Sorry, y'all. Choking to death here still. going on, Garrett? Welcome. Right now I'm making a solo push there, Anime. Once I get to where I want to go, then I'll have no problem with going and helping people out. You're on console anyway, aren't you? Let's get this Timmy lane squared away. It'll be a long, long time before I'm at floor 90 on console. What's going on there, Ron? Yeah, I mean that's kind of a given on that. It's a node, so the cyborg will make node life miserable, but I'm not overly concerned about that, as it just happens so infrequently that they actually make it that far. See, and there's the Lady Orc that LSA would have saved me from, so good thing I was standing here paying attention. I like both, Disc. I like playing solo, I like playing with groups. It's always more fun to play with friends, of course. But I've got no problem with playing solo. It's more challenging, you know? Well, it's more challenging in Onslaught. In Trials, it's easier. That whole mixed bag. Range is in Chaos 3. It's called Deadly Strikes there, Alex. Where's Shieldy Gorbs at? Crap. I didn't look at the boss lanes. That is my downfall with Onslaught. And he's so hard to spot on the mini-map. I just don't see him. I've got no clue where he's at. And he's obviously not dying. So I guess I can wait for something to turn red. It's got to be over here. There he is. Yeah, there's 32 or 34 shards in Chaos 3. So every time it's a 1 in 34 chance of getting it. So, I mean, getting Deadly Strikes, it can be a huge pain in the butt. No doubt about it. Alright, what opened up? See, we got a Yeti this time. I'm going to pay attention to that guy. See, we opened up right in the middle. We got a controlled burn lane here. Psyguard Lava Whompers. So, once again, Cyborgs. We got Shieldies. We got lots of things. How many Cyborgs were there? A bunch. We got lots of things hurting us here on this lane. I got 180 left. Well, I'm going to have to rely on the PDTs quite a bit here. So let's get a PDT in. Something to burn the shieldies. Ooh, I guess I should pop this box open over here, huh? The Harbinger. The Harbinger is just straight up about burst damage, pretty much. What do I want to do here? I'm half tempted to throw some LSAs on the outside, out of cyborg reach. Now, unless they're poisoned, it's not going to do any damage. Let's see. Alright, it raises the It raises up the empowerment stats. It's not a huge deal getting them. The main thing with pets is just getting the ability unlocked at level 10. Alright, I'm definitely going to have to watch this lane. And then what else did we have for bosses? Just the Yeti? Looks like it. Let's go ahead and get that Yeti lane upgraded too. You know what, I'm going to upgrade this wall as well. Alright, let's see how I hold up. Now, I'm definitely going to have to assist in this controlled burn lane, as the poison is just... I do have explosive poison going on the PDTs, so the poison will spread around, but it takes time to get it all spread around, you know. A DD2 movie. I tried to get... I was going to do some little DD2 skits. I tried to get Trendy to give me the 3D models, and they didn't feel comfortable doing that. I tried. Some other people tried to rip the 3D models out of the game for me, and they were unsuccessful. They ended up getting a Slakelion out. I think it was Unicorn, or maybe it was Wrecked. It was Unicorn or Wrecked. Ended up getting a Slakelion model ripped out of the game. But that was it. Alright, come on, I want to hit the Yeti. Come on, Yeti. At least he's getting stunned up. There we go, Yeti down. Deal with the assassins over here and make life a little easier. And... yeah, looking good, huh? We got those last mobs that are hanging out in the back here. I'm sure down the road, like over the next year, year and a half, they'll end up adding more and more stuff from DD1. I mean, people love DD1, you know? So why not pull as many of those game modes from it as possible? Seems like, to me, it seems like the obvious thing to do. Alright. Get a few more ups in. I think we were semi-decent there. I think I want to upgrade this phased lane, because like that wave there, if a Lady Orc would have ran through that, I would have lost, because I was completely not paying attention to this lane. So maybe I should throw some ups in just to cover my butt a little here. Log into VR chat, mention you want those models, and someone will just rip them for me. I mean, I'll try anything. I think that would be fun as hell to make little DD2 clips. I had it almost done. I had the audio editing almost done, but I had the Squire singing one, you know, little Troy, wanna be a baller. I had the Squire singing that, and I had the audio completely finished, but I couldn't get the 3D models to finish the deal. But I'd like to do that, do some little music videos and stuff. I think that would be a lot of fun. Alright, so we got maximum effort. We got double Quibbly. It just raises the empowerment stats there, Soul Reaper. Now what opened up? I'm derping again, not paying attention. It's right here in front of me though. Perfect. Alright, nothing that really conflicts with the other lane, which is good. So I can actually do a little spawn camp on this lane. It's got Vampiric, so I definitely don't want these guys going near my wall. I want none of that. So let's see, I do have throwers now into the mix here, so I'm going to want to add Add that. And I have geodes now, which is going to reflect the cannonballs, but I think I'm going to be able to filter out those geodes up front. However, I don't want to risk it, to be honest with you, so I'm just not going to do it. I'm going to get rid of these and swap that up for... swap it up for ramsters. And then I've got 110 left to do a little spawn camping with here. See, 70 more. Actually, I can just do this. I'll go with a sand trap. And then we'll get, we'll get a lightning strike and a flame aura. And I think that will do pretty good there. Yeah, I'm on the exclamation Discord and chat there, Anime. If you're in the DD2 Discord anyway, aren't you? I use the official DD2 Discord. Let's see, and then my last $1.50. That's easy question there, Juiced, and that is Aquanos all day long. If I could have Aquanos, I would love that. That was, without a doubt, my favorite map from DD1. Absolutely loved it. I get asked that question a lot, and that is like the easiest DD2 question to answer, because there's just no doubt in my mind that's what I would want. I had my own Discord channel, Anime, and it became a little bit more work than I was willing to put in, so I merged it with the DD2 channel. I won't start another DD2 channel unless there's an actual legit moderator like KO does for DD2 that would be willing to run it. Because it was constant. It was constant work, and I didn't like that. Too much work, not enough fun, you know. Alright, I think I'm going to hang out here again. I am going to want to watch both of those Quibbly lanes. But, let's see how it goes. Oh yeah. You had all kinds of people sniping gear. DD1, if you guys remember back when Dungeon Defenders 1 first came out, DD1 and Orcs Must Die both released within a week of each other. And I was a huge Orcs Must Die fan. So as far as the original Dungeon Defenders goes, I was actually late to the party. When I started playing, I had a lot of friends that were like, what are you doing, dude? You know, you got to try this game out. And they encouraged me to switch from OMD to DD to Dungeon Defenders. So I had a lot of people that gave me help. I mean, my first day, I was basically had not a full selection of heroes, but I had a whole lot of heroes leveled up to 76 for my mythical gear and all that, you know. Let's see, and then Quib's down here. Oh man, I Sparkle Partied too soon. Oh, actually it wasn't even up. The cooldown wasn't up, so it did nothing anyway. Yeah, I played the crap out of Aquanos. I absolutely love that map. Just such a good one. I would think, no, I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm so biased because I love the map so much. But I bet if there was a poll, like an in-game poll of all DD2 players, because it's such a small amount of people that use the forums or use Discord or whatever. But I bet if they could do like an in-game poll and ask all DD2 players that question, I bet you Discord or Aquanos would be really high up on the list there. I never played on the... I played on the official servers. I can't remember what they called them. I didn't play on that open server, though, so I didn't have the modded gear. The people that I played with were kind of purists in that department. They didn't like the modded in stuff. Alright, Geo, Hex, Zerker, Whoppers, Peen, Aura, and Pilot on. Once again, another one that, in theory, this should go really, really easy. Now, whether it's going to or not, we'll find out. Let's grab the juice bot back. The last time I played DD1, I ended up rage quitting and uninstalling it. I had a lot of hours grinding gear in DD1. I mean, like everyone did. But I had my tavern floor was completely covered. Was completely covered with loot. Well, there was a few community development team updates ago where all of my loot got auto-sold. So I've got all the mana for it, but I don't have the loot, and it kind of just rubbed me wrong. I farmed all that stuff. It was my pride and joy, you know. See, 20 left. I kind of feel like I should do something else, but I can't really fit. I guess I can put another LSA just right at the very front. Now, I didn't take advantage of conditions. I've got, what, freeze and stun. That'll probably be fine. Alright, what do we got for bossery here? We got a Thork. We got another Quibs. You know what, I'm just going to dump some of this 1200 here. I'm not 100% sure exactly where anime. If you asked Rect on the DD2 server, the XWR Rect, XWR3, that one, he'll know. He was the one working on it for me before. Yeah, the trophies were a good thing. Just the whole tavern setup in general in DD1 was a good thing, I thought. Let's see, 500 left. We got a Thork there. Hey, you know what? Let's just dump some of it into this. I know Thork is going to make a little push. And then 200 more. Let's just go... Well, actually... Yeah, let's go into the Proton, even though I'm not getting the slow benefit. Alright, what's low? I think it's the... Or it's the LSA. I'm just gonna... Well, didn't even need to repair it. Alright, wave 5. I got my bosses right here. Let's see how this goes. Looks like the little shieldy gobs is getting wrecked. Take a peek over here real quick. Ah, man, he stopped taking damage. Where is he? I can't see him again. He's got to be here, right? Yeah, there he is. God dang it. Get off me, assassin. All I want to do is repair this wall. Little shieldy got wrecked anyway. I didn't even see that mob behind, that boss laying behind me. I definitely think they should do something about, I lost my PDT. Uh-oh. Losing all kinds of stuff over here. Get some stuns going. Come on, Thork. Get Thorked. There we go. Thork down. And looks like got a win here. Talent caps are your ascension caps, Alex. So like before prestiging, you start off at 140. And like you see mine are up to 243 now. Prior to prestiging, I couldn't go higher than 140 here. But now I can go to 243. You see those numbers. Maybe you hit the powers button there. You see them here. Like right now I got a 40% gold bonus, 40% XP bonus, 103 in the talent caps. Minimum ascension level is 186. And then if I was to prestige right now, this is what I would get. Another 5%, another 5%, plus 23 on the talent caps, and plus 27 on the minimum ascension level. It depends on, it's really up to you, Anime, and how much time you want to put in the game. If you plan on playing DD2 for, like, through its life, and you plan on playing it over the course of the next year or whatever, then prestiging is going to be good for you. But you definitely want to get that minimum ascension up. Like, ideally, you want to get the minimum ascension to 210. Like, right now, if I prestige right now, I would be there finally. But you want to get that minimum ascension level to 210, and you're going to get that mainly from pushing floors. The easiest way to get it. But if, I mean, it really is up to you, and just about you having fun. If you're having fun playing, and, you know, like to push the Onslaught floors, then there's no reason to right at the moment. You get 3, or you get 1, it tells you right there. You gain 1 ascension talent cap for every 50 ascension levels, and each floor past 65. So, like right now, if I reset, I'm at ascension 437 and floor 80. So my talent caps are going to go up by 23 based off of my ascension and my Onslaught floor. Now your minimum ascension goes up based off of your highest floor reached. Now if you've never prestiged, that highest floor is 65. So every floor past 65, it's going to go up by 3. And then also your highest achieved ascension level. So like for me, my ascension was 2800 the first time I reset. So I got all my minimum ascension basically from that. Yeah, you definitely want to get those 114 flares. That's good stuff for sure. No defender pack, huh? Nope. I looked over there from a distance and saw this box and thought it was a defender pack. Got all excited. Alright, let's move right along here. Me personally, I think the biggest problem with it is the XP and the gold. See, the deal is your real power comes from your ascension level increases. If you just bust out the calculator and you go through and do the math as far as what you get from each thing, all the power comes from ascension level increases, or the ascension cap increases. And those can go all the way up to 999. So like this, you can get up to 999 eventually. The problem being is you don't get to use any of that power unless you go through and regrind all of that ascension out. So my biggest complaints are, first off, you burn massive amounts of gold. Before this update hit, I was over 200 million gold. I dipped as low as 90 million. Now I'm back up to 130 million. The bonuses you get for ancient power is negligible. It's a small amount. The real power is just, since it's coming from those ascension caps, I would like to see the XP bonus go way, way up. 2 to 3 to 5 times what it is now. I think it's just absurdly low. In my opinion, if you play through and you prestige a bunch of times and you've got a lot of hours in the game, you should be very, very powerful. And grinding out ascension levels shouldn't take you a million years. Now, of course, to get all the way back up to ascension 1000 or 2000 or whatever, it's going to take some time, but it shouldn't take you 1,000 hours. That's absurd, in my opinion. So although if you fully optimize, you can go through start to finish. You can get 1 ancient power level in like 12 hours, 15 hours. it's going to take you another several hundred hours just to get the ascension, to get the benefit. And to me, I think that's the main problem. In my opinion, that is. Alright, what do we got? Hex Throwers, proximity. Man, I got lucky on that top lane. That top lane is usually what gets me with that sub-objective right there. Psy Lava Whompers, they're phased. This one shouldn't be terrible. I was hoping to get Temple of the Necrotic today. I got a... Depending on the mutators, I've got a new build I'm using there that's just really fun. Now, I really enjoy that map too, so that's part of it. Once again, my biases come into effect. I've had excessive talks with Trendy about my thoughts on that. I know a lot of people have. So, I mean, there's going to be changes incoming. It's just a matter of us getting them, you know. Alright, and then we'll just... Actually, I'm going to upgrade the crap out of it, so I might as well fisher it here. Get old microwave out. Back on duty, microwave. No days off for you. Go like that. I'll put one more back here. Is that going to get the buff? Doesn't look like it is. Wow, it's not that far away. Or actually, yeah, it's getting it. It's just the graphic is hard to see. Alright, that should take care of that lane. Psy Lava Whompers. So we got Lethargic, and they're starting stronger and get weaker the longer they live. So, I think I might just dish a little pain out to them way back here, and let them take the slow walk around. I'm not using bees because I kind of burnt myself out on the Dryad over the last several weeks there, Caden. The Dryad is definitely one of the easiest heroes to go through just the Ancient Power rotation and go 1 to 65 in. And I just use the Dryad so much, I kind of got a little burnt out on it. Is why I'm not doing any Dryad play right now. Or I can't say I'm not doing any, but I'm doing minimal amounts of Dryad play. Maybe I'll ball it. Now, what did I switch back to? I got heavy cannonball going again. Let's ball it up here. It is 90 mobs though. I think I want to mix it. Oops. I want to mix it up. Get the best of both worlds going. Get some AoE and some cannons going. So why don't we go 2 rams and 3 cannons? Let's do it. Now, it just ate up a ton of the DU. I've only got 330 left for 2 lanes. I'm probably going to have to sell something. Let's get rid of this Fisher. Maybe. There we go. That gives me what? That gives me 360. That's 180 per lane plus a flyer lane. That's a little bit sketchy. I feel like I should get rid of something else here. Or maybe tone this down and make it... that's only 10 DU I'm freeing up there, but at this point I'm pinching pennies here. Controlled burn geodes can be a pain in the butt, but the answer then is, you know, proton beams, oil geysers. Those will really help you out there. Alright, we got Zerker fodder here. with Kursakazi and Longshot. So Longshot is going to be a large benefit. Actually, I can do the 180 here, no problem, because I think 3 rams will clear this. And then that leaves me 190 for this lane. And we got maximum effort on the EMPs. You know what? Let's do a bunch of auras to try to clear out the air. How do you get low incursion weapons? You just have to do the incursion there, Soul Reaper. Once you do the incursion, a low-level one will drop, or an appropriately tiered one will drop in the map itself, and then it also unlocks it where you can buy them with defender medals at the Wayfarer in town. The little dwarf. Little dwarfy dwarf. Yeah, like Light Rain said, you wait until you're higher level, and then you buy the ones in town, and they drop, or they'll roll at your appropriate gear score. Let's see. Man, I'd really like to get 2 LSAs here, but I don't think they're going to fit. Now that one will probably get borked. And that leaves me 90. Which is sketchy. Let's see. The good news is we got no... We do have ranged mobs. I spoke too soon. There is no good news. The celebration... is not spectacular. The problem is with the EV2, what the weapon is really for is for burning heat. And although most of the weapons are normalized and burn heat at the same time, the celebration burns heat slightly slower than a lot of the other ones. Man, I am in deep, deep trouble here. I mean, I'm just going to have to manually kill this lane. Let's go with another... Squire here. This could end up going terribly bad. This is another one of those builds I just don't feel real good about. But I am going to go for it. Now that lane is not going to be an issue. I don't think that phase lane is going to be an issue either. It's all about this little mess down here. Let's see, let's just do all the ups on these auras to try to make sure I have no flyer-related casualties. Alright, let's see if I can complete wave 1. If I can complete wave 1, then my overall odds will be slightly better, I think, of finishing this up. Oh, you know what? I didn't take the Frost Orcs into consideration. I was thinking about the Cyborgs and not the Frost Orcs. So this is definitely going to fail. Let's see if I can just get crazy risky here. Bad build is bad. Isn't that the saying? Now, if I spawn camp and just let that cannonball plug away, I might actually survive it. But this is not a smart build. Yeah, you definitely, I don't really recommend buying any of those weapons until you get to Chaos 7 quality gear. Because you're just going to have to constantly replace it. Alright. Well, it started off sketchy, but it finished out smooth. I think I'm going to upgrade the poo-poo out of all these other lanes. And then try to just camp that lane down below. All those auras should take care of those flyers up there, no problem. Let's see, that leaves me 200. Looks like something did make it to the wall, so let me just dump it here. Or I'll put it on these two up front fissures that are getting buffed. Save this 82. Actually, yeah, I'll save the 82 for repairs. I'm sure this wall is going to get hammered a bit. In fact, I'm going to upgrade that cannon. Alright, so I'm going to try to just camp this bad boy down here. Now, if I die, the map is probably going to be over. So, I guess I need to get good real quick. Man, the power of the Mystic in the spawn camp. Holy bejesus. This girl can control the flow. There is no doubt about it. Actually, I can keep shooting. It'll go up through the floor and hit the flyers. And that's the power of the weapon. Right through walls, everything. Now, part of the reason that this bad build is actually holding up so far is the mob counts are really low. Yeah, RNG's like that, anime. It's brutal. I mean, I know I, for one, was Ascension 200 before I got my first Deadly Strikes. Like Sidewalk, I know, was almost Ascension 300 before he got his first one. So, I mean, the grind for Deadly Strikes is the real deal. There's no doubt about it. And the problem is it's not like you want one. You want a dozen, you know? Alright, this lane should be a non-issue now. What do we have? We got Nash up top. I'm going to want to pay attention to Nash for sure. I mean, I don't want to leave that bottom lane, and the daggers will bounce through and go bounce up to that lane, which is kind of nice. Yeah. Come on, you can do it. There we go. Alright, Slakelion should get handled by those fissures up top. So I'm just going to ignore Slakelion for the moment. If he starts spawning on the wall, then I'll go up there and kill him up front. Just trying to keep this lane all CC'd up here. Keep starting a fight down there will help for sure. Alright, here comes Nash making the rounds. Let's get her squared away and then switch right back to the other lane. She's hitting a little harder than she used to, huh? Alright, now you see it didn't take long for those Frosties to make the push up here. The Frost Orcs. Alright. Wall got brutalized. Absolutely brutalized. Let's see. We got a roller this time. Can't ignore that. So I'm going to have to go up and kill a roller. But with that proton beam up there, I will be able to hold off on killing it probably until the very end. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade these two walls right here since it's kind of sketchyville. Those rams should get the job done. And then now let me just bring the pain here on this cannon. Alright, Slakelion looks like he's still far enough back where I'm not really going to worry about it. I mean, I could go throw a couple of shots at him maybe. Alright, he's on the wall now, so next wave I'm going to need to start up top for sure. Come on. Alright, Slakelion down. Whew, man, these guys push up. They are not wasting any time. They want to get the face roll going quick. That's awesome there, face. That's a good looking skin. No doubt about it. Alright, geode coming. Where is the geode coming? Shit. That's gonna cause problems. There we go. Alright, and then now the siege roller. Can I ignore the bottom now? Not yet. The siege roller still hasn't made it past that proton beam yet. All platforms have the same weapons there, Soul. Oh, I guess that is that staff dropping? No, I guess the staff doesn't drop on the Xbox, but you get the cannon shard in the pet on the Xbox instead. I would much rather have that shard mainly. Everybody was really bummed when that, you know, that everyone thought that was going to be like exclusive at the beginning and would be released on other platforms later. Yeah, I mean, you could do that. I bought some Defender packs. I got sponsored for a Defender pack opening too, which was kind of cool. Let's see, you know what? I'm going to throw one more up on this wall. Choking to death here. Alright, what do we got? No problems there. We got a geode up top, which should not be an issue. But I do know I want to kill Slakelion right out of the gates here. So let's start off up top. Get a little CC going on him. Let's see if we can't wreck this guy here real quick. Very nice. Alright, now I better get down here before these frost orcs have their way with me. As soon as your wall gets frozen, it's over if there's anything there to hit it that has the melee attacks. So you gotta make sure you take advantage of that. Just some random dude contacted me on YouTube and said, hey, if I donated to you, would you spend the money on loot boxes? Uh-oh. Crap, that geode ended up screwing me after all. Anyway, he said, if I donated, would you spend the money on loot boxes and make a opening video on it? I was like, absolutely. Well, I'm about as broke as they come, anime. You don't make a whole lot of money doing this unless you're a bigger channel. So, I mean, I don't have a whole lot of cash. So I rely on that kind of stuff. So it's nice when it happens. Well, bad build worked. Lucky, I got saved by the low mob counts. So bad build for the win, huh? I'm gonna go shut my front door real quick. It's starting to get a little chilly. I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that. I'm back. And let's head on and see what we get on map 2. I live right on the coast, so it's It's like got no protection from the sun, so it gets really, really warm during the day. And then starts to cool off real quick in the evening. Divinity drops from the Yeti incursion there, Soul Reaper. It's not very, I don't think it's very good looking, to be honest with you. That's what I use on my Adept. I mean, there's so many cool looking weapons for the Adept and Apprentice. That looks blah to me. So, I mean, I've got one. And it's got the correct shot type. But all it is a reskin. There's nothing better about it than any other Apprentice weapon. I live in Washington, Jeffrey. Washington State. Alright, let's see what we got here. Hex Throwers. We got EMP Zappers up top with Vamp. We got a controlled burn lane over there, but no cyborgs on it, so that makes it much easier. And proximity, so that lane should be easy mode. We got Timmy down below. Oh man, I hate it when those are the phase lanes. But I got a phase lane here. Only 10 mobs though. Actually, this should be... I got off pretty easy. It's kind of funny, I actually grew up in Washington, D.C. The weapon doesn't matter, Soul Reaper. All the weapons are just reskins. It's about the shot type. It's the same thing with the Huntress. The weapons mean... What weapon means nothing. Because all the weapons roll with all the shot types. They're all just reskins of each other. So, Penta 3, in my opinion, is the best shot type. It's the one I like the most. The most damage that you're going to be able to do is going to be from a Scattershot 3. Alright. Let's deal with these flyers here real quick. I think I'm just going to go with one Skyguard, though. I'm going to put the Skyguard in the mid here, though. I want it to do double duty. Get a little work in on the knock-up that's going to be occurring from the Mystic Walls. And then what were these? These guys had Pilot on. And they are EMPs. So I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a Skyguard here. But then I'm going to get some R's going up top as well. The Adept doesn't really have you would have to rely on a fast-firing weapon, so like the Penta 3 would work great, and you would have to do all shards. The Adept doesn't really have CC abilities. Or the Apprentice, pardon me. The Apprentice doesn't really have CC abilities. So doing a CC build on the Apprentice is just one that you could do on any primary attack hero. And that's using the shards that CC in the weapon. I'm not sure where Meowmere drops Clash. I bet Light Rain will know if Light Rain's still there. Off the top of my head, I don't remember. I just haven't done those in so long. Alright, that takes care of the flyers without question. I got 170 left in 4 lanes. So that's 170 DU to spend per lane. I already put a wall in here. Alright, Hex Throwers. What do we want to do? I almost want to pull it way back to like here. Make sure the core's not closer than that wall is, though. The Maldonis map. Alright, there you go. So the Maldonis Incursion, which is Temple of the Incursion version of Temple of the Necrotic. I think it was Hex Throwers. And then 37 mobs. I think I might do like one Ramster. I don't want to fight in this lane, basically. So I want it to be semi-automated. Let's go one ramster and then a couple of cannons. Something like that. I think that will clear it. Alright, then over here, what do we have? We got the controlled burn lane here. No cyborgs, though, so piece of cake there. Let's grab the EV2 back. Get a little freeze going, get some stun going. You know, might even get a little oil in the mixes too. Let's get Molten Cookie out for some oiling up. Definitely gonna have to check his ascension. Yeah. Let's get a little oil going here as well. They're the Onslaught eggs. Caden, they have a chance to drop from the victory chest in Onslaught. Put one on the wall as a last resort. And then get back to doing auras here. Pardon me. Choking to death here. Alright, we do have throwers, but I don't think I'm going to worry about them, to be honest with you. Actually, it's javelin throwers, so I guess I should. Let's do this. They might be able to sneak a shot in there. I guess we'll see. I can always move it if it needs to be adjusted. And then we got all of the controlled burn stuff in, so now let's put a little damage on top of it. I'm running out of DU here pretty quick. I got 280 left. I'm gonna end up having to thin out that lane. See, we do have Timmy here. What do we have with Timmy? Lethargic. So that actually is encouraging me to let them live a little longer. They start stronger but get weaker the longer they live. So I'm gonna let the Timmy lane completely run up here, all the way to this wall. Definitely gonna need a reflect. Doop. It's a flat amount. It's 25 for every trials win, Michael, so the best bet is just to grind out trials. I mean, you're going to want to do that for gear anyway. So just do the highest chaos trials you can. You get 25 no matter what. Man, down to 220. I definitely got some sketchiness going here now. I mean, the Timmy lane overall is not excessively difficult. Let's see, let's add the... Well, let's just put the CC right here. I'm not going to go with the sand trap this time, I don't think. Just to save that... you know what, I'm going to do it anyway. Let's see, let's go Flame Aura, Flame Aura. That only leaves me 100 for that top lane. Man. Let's get rid of that Flame Aura and we'll go Lightning Strike instead. I'm definitely going to have to watch this area some. That could end up going very badly for me, but that leaves me 110. Now, I do have some auras up here, which will help. But... tell you what, let's save 10 DU by busting the Adept out. And I'll go with a Hailstorm here. And then now that leaves me 120, and it does have Spellbreaker, so the mobs are going to take increased physical damage. So let's ball it up. Feeling any better there, locally pwned? Sizerker Whompers. Luckily, there's no ranged mobs in there, right? No ranged mobs. So I'm good there. Let's just bring the cannons back as far as I can get them. Let's go like that. And I'm definitely going to have to fight from this lane. Now, since this is kind of my weakest spot, I'm going to upgrade. I'm going to spend that 100 on this. Now, fighting from here, I can easily maintain the Timmy lane as well. So I just need that top lane, top left and top right to get the job done on their own. Actually, it looks like it'll... Well, I guess we'll have to see how it goes. I'm just going to have to watch that controlled burn lane. If anything makes the turn and is just relying on that oil geyser, could cause problems. It actually seems to be going really smooth, though. I am on floor 81, yeah. Wanted to make sure something didn't derp there and put me back on floor 16 or something. Yeah, this is actually not going that bad, surprisingly. I mean, I'm jinxing the crap out of it. I do realize that. But this seems to be burning up with no problems, really. A round of upgrades will save the day. Yeah, if you're just playing ability power, hero crit, and hero health on your monk, and you're not relying or not using any hero damage related stuff, so if you're not using like a boost pet or anything like that, Glaive of the Storms is going to be better. If you want to incorporate... See, the thing with the monk is hero crit damage scales really, really bad with Chi Blast. And the monk's ability power is all about Chi Blast. Ooh, little Kobold made the round over on the top left. So, like, I don't use hero crit damage on my monk, and I'm able to incorporate the pet for a massive pet burst in instead. So it depends on what you want to do, really. But like Light Rain said, it depends on how you build your monk. Oh, let me jump in the water for a sec. It'll be C6 level when it drops, Clash. You have to buy the one that's your level off of the Wayfarer in town for Defender medals. All the drops will be at the level it is. Now, if you... Anyway, what I was saying is if you want to incorporate hero damage into your monk, you're going to be using Crane Stance, and you're going to be using your right click. So then you can't use Glaive of the Storms. So it just depends. Is the being able to float around, is that more significant to you than the pet burst? It depends on how you want to play it and how you want to build it, you know? Like for me, I'm happy with double jump. I got no problem with not being able to float around, but I want that big nuke. Oh, you know what? Why am I upgrading this lane? I should be upgrading this controlled burn lane. I did throw a couple of ups in it, but they really all need to go here. I'm going to upgrade that wall too, just for safety. Alright, what do we got for bossery here? We got a Skelly over there in the controlled burn lane. I hope it's a Plaguing Hawk and not a Slakelion. We will find out. Yeah, and then, like Light Rain said, the Glaive's ability scales off of ability power. So, like me, when I play my monk, I want the big pet nuke, but I still want to use Chi Blast. And since the hero crit damage scales so poorly with Chi Blast, I don't use hero crit at all, and I just go for the blast damage. And I still, you know, I can really rip the damage out on the monk. But yeah, I mean, it just depends on how you want to build it and how you want to play it. You know, I mean, the most important thing is you should be having fun and enjoying your hero build. So you don't want to build your hero, in my opinion anyway, you want to build your hero based off of your playstyle. Make sure fun comes first and don't sweat the numbers so much. Because you don't have to be the hardest hitting thing in the world to win the matches. So let the fun be the main factor, and then the grind isn't as bad because you're really enjoying what you're doing. Because the game, no matter what, it's a free-to-play game, so there's going to be a grind. Always, always, always. You're going to have to do stuff over and over and over again, as with any free-to-play game. It's actually going really, really smooth here, huh? Let me jinx it one more time. Alright, good. It is a Plaguing Hawk, so I'm not going to have Slickelion respawning on me left and right. Get these flyers chewed up. There we go. Upgrade that Skyguard. Alright. I can't believe I haven't thrown any upgrades on any of this stuff. Let's go and upgrade all that. I'm going to throw one more on that Skyguard. And 200 left. That's going to go right here. Get these flame auras all squared away. Looking good there. How about the proton? Alright, what do we got for bosses? We got another Skelly. And it looks like it. Not really better Monty, just different. I mean, the Mystic's a really, really good hero. But the EV is a really good hero, too. Right now, I mean, even though I'm on floor 80, I still don't have all my heroes geared out. So I can't just play whoever I want without swapping gear and shards and all that stuff back and forth. And that's why I'm just going. I know the Mystic's a good old reliable. So that's what I'm going with right now. I'm actually probably close enough on my Monk where I can start adding the Monk into the rotation. I'll probably do that at some point tonight, maybe. Of course, Saturday, so I do my Saturday night live late night stream over on Twitch. I will probably have the Monk in the mix then. You know, the biggest thing that I changed from right now to when I was going through the Ancient Power, I was losing more maps then at like floor 60, floor 61 than I'm losing now. The biggest change I did is I stopped overthinking everything. Because the instructions are right there on the lane billboards. They tell you exactly what to do every map. And just stopping overthinking all this stuff and just doing what it tells me to do has made it just so much more kickback. I mean, I still have my little hectic, chaotic moments for sure, but overall, it's been kind of enjoyable, just kind of chillaxing and going through them. I'm not in a hurry at all, so I don't care how long it takes me. I've got long-term goals, but I've got no short-term goal really, other than just to have fun. Another Plaguing Hawk. Very nice. What do we got there? Ah, man, low defense speed roll on it. Everything else looks good on that medallion, really, but low defense speed roll for sure. Doing good there, Radioactive. How you doing? Oh, that's all ready to go, baby. Just turn it on. Sorry. The wife had to work till 6 in the morning. So she's up making her coffee now. Let's see, let's get that proton up too. I'm going to throw one more on the Skyguard just because I know it's going to give me a little double dip. Delane, hello, hello, welcome. Alright, I think we'll call it good there. I'll hang on to this 64 just in case. Yeah, same thing with me, just like Light Rain said with the Lavamancer. You can one-shot Siege Rollers with the Lavamancer. I've got a video on it. But it's not my favorite playstyle. Not even close, in fact. So that's why you never see me doing it other than just in that Spotlight video. I've been changing them up, depending on what mutators I get, Jeffrey, but right now I'm using Deadly Strikes, Heavy Cannonball, and Power Transfer on a Medallion. Geode coming. The Geode should get smoked. Let's see. Why are you not dying over there, Geode? Yeah, we'll go give him a hand. Let's see. Get a little sparkle party that Geode. There we go. What is yellow over here? LSA. Got a bunch coming from Timmy, but that's not coming near the wall, so I can run around and hopefully not fall in the water. Oh, volcanoes are very fun, no doubt about that. See this Aura here taking a little beating. Alright, we got a Slakelion now. Maybe I'll put a little work in on Slakelion here. Help with these flyers too while I'm at it. But you guys fight each other. There we go. Man, the Mystic, if you can reach up to get a Call of Madness up, it just smokes flyer lanes like it's nothing. Flyers hit hard, you know. The good part about the volcano is it's so much fun. The bad part about the volcano is it's more fun than it is effective. I mean, it does that large area damage, but it's 100 DU. And you can just get so much more damage out of 100 DU worth of other defenses. Alright, I got a Geode here. That's going to ruin my day with these cannons. So I've got to kill the Geode manually. What do we have over here? We got 2 Geodes, but that one, the controlled burn Geode, shouldn't be as bad. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to up these cannons down here and then focus up top a little more this wave. Let's get this Timmy lane squared away too. Try to focus on these Geodes a little more. Got the Slakelion up here anyway, so... I just need to watch the mini-map and make sure that southeast lane doesn't get overrun. Wave 5 now, so I don't care if the sub-objective falls. Controlled burn lane looks like it's doing good over there. As soon as these Geodes pop, it will be... This Geode in this lane needs to die first, no doubt about it. Must go. Here it is right now. Speak of the devil. Alright, I'm going to Gatto, or Sparkle Party that bad boy, and see if I can't just wreck it from the inside here. Oh, so close. Got it. Alright, now this one. This one's already low. Got a little sketchy there, but able to get it done. $200 mobs left. We got a ton of mobs coming still. Maybe I should start healing. Let me get on some of these mobs and get some heals flowing here. That Arcane Volley Apprentice with flamethrowers is insanely fun, Twinkie. There's no doubt about it. Don't worry about pets right now, though, because so many pets are busted. Most of the pet abilities are broken at the moment. But, I mean, overall, with any build, you can basically sum up pets by just saying Dragolich. So save up your Defender medals, get you a Drago from the treasure pirate in town, or in your tavern. As Drago is going to be general use the best pet you can get. There's no doubt. Hopefully they get the pets fixed soon, but I haven't heard them talking about the pets, the broken pets, like at all. So that makes me a little worried that they're not focused on that right away. There's a blue Defender pack. Nice. Alright, floor 81, Lost Temple incoming. Alright, free up a little bag space here real quick. Drenching Broom NATO, no thanks. Oh, my mouse derped on me. There we go. My stuff got disorganized here. Big time. Get rid of that. I'll save that. I remember seeing a helmet for my monk too. Where is that? Alright, let's clear this stuff. Oh, did I say monk? I knew what you meant there, Twinkie. But that Arcane Volley is insanely fun. No doubt about it. Let's see if I can get me a Deadly Strikes. Nope. I got so many totems now, I'm just going to get rid of that. Okay, there's the helmet I was talking about, I think, so I definitely want to save that. That's got low hero damage, can go. Alright, all this stuff can go too. There's a little yappy dog outside. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but boy is that irritating. Shut your damn dog up, people. Jesus. Nothing worse than those little ankle biters that just will not shut up. I love dogs, don't get me wrong. But those little ankle biters that just won't shut up and just yap, yap, yap. Ugh. So damn irritating. Kind of funny, the little beagle we had. You know, beagles, of course, are known for their howling. Our little beagle didn't howl. And it's not like, you know, he was just... When he was a pup, we had him since he was a puppy. Whenever he was young and he'd start howling, we'd tell him no, and he'd stop. And then eventually he stopped doing it. So... Let's see. Oops. Looks like I got an EV in the deck already. Alright, we got shieldies, we got range mobs, and we got cyborgs. Once again, we got another lane that's Screaming Ramster or Flamethrower. Since I don't have my Flamethrowers geared yet, I'm going to Ramsterize it. I want to get him close, but I don't want him too close. I really don't want to have to deal with this lane. I want it to deal with itself. Alright, Stabby Dragons. That one's an easy one. All it needs is one Skyguard and it's good game. Controlled burn Timmy. Oh, controlled burn Timmy. Why do you have to be here? Alright, well, it's not the end of the world. Where did I put that EV at? Oh, I got rid of him for the Skyguard. Little funky placement there on that one. Let's go over just a tiny bit. Alright, let's get all the CC. Get lots of it. In fact, I'm going to get Squirties back in the mix. Get old Molten Cookie out. Let's get some oil going. Now I'm hesitant to use. Actually, the proton is going to ignite that oil too, but hopefully they die before that point. So I'm not going to sweat it. And none of this stuff is actually going to work until they get that on them. So there's no reason to put your flame aura like up here because it's not going to do anything. So let's go right to the edge of the oil with the flame aura. Kind of feel like a PDT wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing either. Let's see. Get a little Gobu going here. I just really want, I want to ignore Timmy as well, basically. Put a flame aura in the back just to take care of the rest. I mean, that's big time overkill. I think that'll get the job done there. Alright, let's see what we got here. We got Hex Throwers, which is a relatively easy lane. With long shot, actually. We got EMP Stabby Zappers. So, let's get the Skyguards back in the mix, but then let's also grab an LSA. A little Lightning Strike Aura. So let's go with a Skyguard right here. And then come up here and do the LSA. And my objective here is hoping that the Lightning Strike Aura burns the Cobalt before it comes out. And then the Skyguard can just go ham on the little guys. Nah, you can't buy them, Soul Reaper. But I mean, just by play, you'll end up getting tons and tons of them. If, I mean, I got full stacks of them sitting here. You know, you'll get tons of them just by playing. Alright, I hate to not take advantage of long shot, but this lane is just so easy if you just spawn camp it. So let's grab all of the spawn campy stuff back. It's because of Ascension, Monkey Man. You can only put your Ascension points into one defense. So to try to maximize the power of each defense, well, I usually don't use oil Lavamancer Jalen. Poison Dart Towers, Sand Traps, Proton Beams, Geyser Traps. You don't need the Lavamancer for a controlled burn lane. In fact, this is the first time I've used oil in a controlled burn. Or no, I did one other build today with oil in it, but that's not my normal go-to at all. Alright, what else do we want to do? Let's get all of the RS stuff. And then I'll just LSA it to the back. Man, that's way overkill. Rather overkill him than underkill him. Alright, we got Psy-Hex Whompers here. They're going to go this way. So, once again, Cyborgs. We got Hex Throwers. So let's throw a Reflect in, just in case. Make sure I get good coverage there at that funky angle. And then we'll Ramster it up here. Put one over here to get a little wall coverage. That should take care of business. Alright, we got EMPs with proximity. I think I might, or let's just do the old faithful. I'll put an obelisk up front as a target dummy to handle the EMP shot, and then I'll throw a Skyguard in the back. I want this Skyguard far enough back where it double dips. So if you look at the range circle on it, I want it to cover both of these flyer lanes. Actually, let's go a little bit further even. Let's go right there. That's going to give me pretty decent coverage on both lanes. Alright, we do have Hex Throwers here again. So they probably, well, ideally they won't make the turn. Psyhex Zerker Whompers. I'm pretty tempted to cannonball this, but if I cannonball it, I need to move this obelisk over here. Let's actually just do that, because that'll give me the flamethrower on the obelisk on the ground mobs too. And then let's ball it up here. And try to double dip on the coverage so it covers the wall and the spawn. Something like that. Only 30 mobs, so let me double check. There's no geode there, right? Alright, moving right along. We got, well, we've only got this flyer lane and that ground lane left. And I've got 280 to spend on it. So we got another EMP kamikaze. We got maximum effort here. I'm kind of tempted to bust out the hailstorm again, but I think I'm just gonna ignore maximum effort because I do have double coverage. So let's put this here to soak up the EMP shot. Anything that makes it past that other Skyguard will assist on. And then that's going to leave me 230 for a Geo Throw Zerker lane. Immune to slow effects. That's going to put a hurting on my proton beam. But it still is really good damage. Plus has the freeze. So I can still get some benefit out of using it. Although it's not... a lot of the benefit is negated by that unstoppable. And enemies are starting weaker, so I definitely do want to do a spawn camp, though. Let's just do it up. Let's load it up right here at the spawn. Let's get some sand going. Get an LSA and then another one back at the wall just in case. Yeah, I would have to agree with Light Rain there. You definitely want the builder options before you take the fun route. I mean, builders are fun too, you know. Let's see. That leaves 10 I can save for next wave. Did I ignore any lanes? Let me take a quick run around and see if I missed anything. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, we got no flyers over here. I think I got everything. To be honest with you, the only thing that's worrying me at this point is this far left lane, because I really, really like ignoring that lane. Hopefully I'm able to. The Timmy controlled burn lane seems overkilled. Alright, let's just fire it up and see how it goes here. I am going to give it a little help to Timmy though here. What's up, Quicksilver? Always gotta save the pizza. Pizza comes first there, Quicksilver.
Just gotta take it slow, Phase. Just look at every single lane
and make sure you're taking advantage the best you can of the mutators and the mob types. And just don't try to rush it. You know, just go slow, build it slow, double check, Skyguard down. I don't think that's going to be the end of the world, but I am going to have to adjust for that here. Let's see, what Skyguard was it? There's this one all the way down here, huh? It's all right. The Skyguard did its job. It took the EMP shots. Pardon me. Like I said, still recovering from the sickness. Let's throw one upgrade there. Complex game of rock, paper, scissors. That's a pretty good description. Let's get a few more cannons going here. Upgrade these ramsters as well, and I do want to upgrade those ramsters at the top left. And here's our new lane. Got off the hook pretty easy with the new lane, and in fact, the new lane, with the mobs it's got, it's going to allow me to capitalize on the flyer kill in there, which is nice. Alright, 375 left. Let's dump it in right here. So we got geodes, hex throwers, and berserkers. Let's grab the EV back, and then let's grab some flame auras as well, as I want to take care of the flyer lane. Now this is a situation where you would want to use auras over fissures, and the auras would be superior. The reason being is the fissures are not going to hit the flyer mobs that are coming out really low right out of this same lane, and the flame auras will. So that's really one of the biggest deals of why I use. Plus, I love the monk, but that's one of the biggest reasons why I use flame auras over Lavamancer fissures most of the time. Let's see. Let's grab a flame aura right in front. Is that close enough to get the buff from the destructive pylon I've got on the sand? Yes, it is. Alright. Another one there. That leaves me 30 left. I think I'll save the 10 and go with the LSA that's just covering the whole lane. It's a little close on the wall protection here for the Lady Orcs, or the Berserkers. But I've also got the reflect beam explosions here that will help that out. Alright, and I've got 175 left. Did I upgrade those yet? I did. This is floor 81. I'm not really, it's not a race to me, so I don't, you know, I encourage Light Rain to keep pushing. Actually, it's better that way. If Light Rain stays like 30 floors ahead of me at all times, no matter how high I go, then Light Rain can figure out how to win, and then I'll just copy his builds. I've never objected, or I have never complained that anything, or claimed, pardon me, that anything I do in any of my guide videos or whatever, I didn't create all that. It's all from the community. You know, I mean, I've discovered things about DD2 myself, but I've also taken much more information from the overall community. So you'll never hear me claiming that anything is my build, because nobody owns the build. Everybody's done it. Or not everybody's done it, but people have done everything in the game already. So there is no firsts, basically. Start a fight on Timmy here. Crap, did I put that other Skyguard back? I can't remember. Yeah, I did, okay. Whew. That would have been disastrous. Blade's ahead of everybody because Blade's the only one doing it, Clash. If you watch that leaderboard is not really changing much. As far as the grinders go, everybody has stopped. When I stopped, I was actually like two ancient powers ahead of Blade. And now he is, what, 14 ancient powers ahead of me. But yeah, nobody else is doing it. Blade's got a lot of faith in Trendy that they're going to fix the kind of broken ancient power system right now. So he's collecting it all up front, hoping to reap the rewards later. Oh shit. You little sneaky devil. Ah, man, I hate it when they do that. I'm definitely going to have to do something to adjust here. Which stinks because it's a controlled burn lane. I think I'll end up just putting a wall in and buffing it way up. Actually, you know what I'll do? I'll finally set up my squire walls. That way there's at least stun. Sneaky little devil. Alright, well that is unfortunate because that changes my whole build. Alright, let me get a squire waller set up. You guys get to see the process from the beginning here. Now all I'm going to do on this guy is walls, so that's all I care about. However, walls do damage, and they do attack, so I'm going to max the crit damage and crit chance. I am going to go with defense speed, even though it's so small with walls. I'm still going to put that 20 in. And then everything else is going right into spike blockade health. Pardon me. Alright, now I'm going to need a totem. Let's see what my best totem is that I got at the moment. Actually, that one's already upgraded. Piece of cake. Let me find some shards for it. Automation? Why not? Actually, I'm kind of tempted to go Panic Fire. I mean, I'm using it for a very specific purpose. You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to go Panic Fire. And then I need to find a fortification shard, which I don't think I have one laying around. I'm going to have to locate it. Yep. On the hunt for fort. And I assure you, it will be the last relic I look in. Even if I switch and go to the top and start going top down, it will still be in the last one. Just how it works. Ooh, you know what? I've actually got another idea. Oh, I can't go fort. I gotta have the stun. That's right. Okay, what do I gotta get rid of? Actually, I can go without fort and just take the stun. So let me find a wall stun shard instead. I mean, like I said, it's got a very specific purpose here. I can't remember what that wall stun shard is called. Yeah, stun for controlled burn. Anybody remember what that stun shard is called for the walls? I don't remember the name of it. I mean, if I see it. There was a fort. Sharpened spikes, that's the one. Alright, let's get sharpened spikes in here. Alright, I'm just going to do this. And all it's really doing is buying me time. But yeah, anyway, if you look at the controlled burn tag, it says it right on it. Drenched, oiled, frozen, poisoned, or stunned. So any of those work. So if it's a little Gobu, the wall might actually just kill it. 4 million health is enough to buy me a little time to get back over there. Alright, now let's see what opened up. Hopefully it's a lane. Actually, now I'm hoping this lane opens. That way I don't have a wasted DU there. Stunfire's the cannonball shard one. Right here in the mid, what did we get? We got Frosty Zerker Fodder, which works fine with the Ramsters. So, that's kind of... I lucked out a little bit. It is going the opposite direction. But I've already got Ramsters in the lane. So I've got a little bit of power there already. I just need to add to it. And I've got 120 left. I think I'll just throw 2 more Ramsters and then save the 20 for next wave. Alright, let's go. Go 2 more Ramsters. Actually, yeah, I'll just go like that. I'll save that 20 DU for next the next wave, and then I am going to dump a bit into this here. Let's see. They're all at tier 3. That seems pretty stout. How we doing here? Actually, let's get our flyer situation in order. We're really strong on flyers now. Throw a little bit over here. What gets me is I jump around too much, so I'll open the mana chest like from up here, and then I'm looking this way. I'll collect it and run off, and there will be one that dropped behind it. I do that 5 times a day at a minimum. Now I kind of wish I would have upgraded that Sky Guard. Let me see if I can find 6. I didn't check the far top left lane. Actually, there it was right there. I just ran over it. This wall hasn't taken any damage. Here's another little touch. Let me grab that too. Yeah, that would be cool if it just added it immediately. No doubt. Alright, let's see how it goes. Alright, looks like it's going to clear that without me contributing. So I better go get on Gribs here. And that wall is definitely has taken shots already. Something came up there, but it died. Ooh, a little kobold running up there. Come on, Gribs. You don't want to be smacking on my wall like that. It's just not right. Oh man, he's dying slow. Didn't get the repair off. Oh, crap! Woo! That was almost unfortunate. Holy crap, that was ugly. I got stuck. I played Mech Warrior Online before Quicksilver, back in its early access. It was fun, but it's down to that, it's World of Tanks. It's got that feel to it. You move around much slower. Sadly, my experience with it was the matchmaking system is a little rough, and it seems like you get paired up or you get into matches against really advanced players way too quickly, in my opinion. So I didn't like that, but it was cool. I mean, who doesn't want to roll around in a big old mech and wreck stuff, you know? But it definitely gives you a World of Tanks feel. In my opinion, anyway. Gotta upgrade my stupid wall that I shouldn't even have to use. That irritates me. Alright, they're rolling out the front. Don't be cyborgs. Oh, of course it's cyborgs. So I gotta rebuild all of this. which is frustrating as well. That's alright though, it happens. Let's start off with the flyers. I think I'm just going to go with an LSA here. Actually, you know, I'll put a flame in as well. Then let's get this lane rebuilt. Let's see, what do I have? I got Cyfrost Vanguard Whompers with Bullet Sponge, and they're phased. 92 mobs. Yeah, it procs in Heavy Cannonball, Shin. If you use them both, it's really good lane control, but you give up massive amounts of damage. Because you either have to give up range or power transfer. If you give up range, the range on cannons stinks. If you give up power transfer, then you're losing all that crit. That's why I don't use them both. But if you're using your cannons purely for CC, that's a great choice. No doubt about it. Alright, let's just go like this. We got bullet shield, so I can't do my little fun cannon boom boom setup. I'm definitely going to have to fight over here now. I guess it's good anyway to be near the controlled burn lane that has 2 bosses. And that leaves me 70 to finish this one off. So let's just go 1, 1, and 1, basically. 1 sand, 1 flame aura, and 1 lightning strike. And then I'm just going to have to stay here. All there is to it. But I do have 800 mana left to spend, so let's at least get everything upgraded to a comfortable level. Throw a couple more ups there. Now what else do I have? I got 2 bosses here. And I've got a Skelly way over on that Geo Throwzerker lane. Let me go take a peek over there real quick. Wall's still good. Alright, I think that Skelly is going to get roasted by those LSAs. I would like to get an up on this one if I could, though. Get a little upgrade on the wall coverage. Actually, you know what? Let's just do them both, since the mana was there. There we go. So hopefully, I don't have to worry about that. Hopefully, actually, it's a Plaguing Hawk and not a Slikelion. That way I don't have to worry about it at the start of wave 5. Let's just start it, and let me see how it's going before I panic here. See how we do. Let's get this lane cleared from the bossery. Get quibs all burnt up anyway, at a minimum. Keep getting myself caught up in there with the stun fire, or with the sparkle party. This lane is definitely pushing hard here. Alright, it is a Plaguing Hawk. That's a good thing. It goes up a little bit. It introduces in slowly, Monkey Man. At 457 is where all possible mobs and mutators are there. Floor 57 and up. Ogre doesn't want to come out. Here he comes. On the Snaking Sands, I'm using Deadly Strikes, Power Transfer, and Destructive Pylon there, Twinkie. That's one of the flare items. It's the Raven Lord flare, Quicksilver. Alright, that actually went better than I expected. I'm not complaining about that. Okay, now we got a Controlled Burn Siege Roller. That could be irritating. 882 mobs in Wave 5. Whoa! Quick trip to the pool real quick here. Double checking for loot down below, of course. See how all that goes. I don't know if you were here earlier. I mentioned it earlier, Jeffrey. The kind of the overall go-to pet is definitely Dragolich, but right now the majority of pets are busted and they're not functioning as intended. They're not functioning, period, as far as the pet ability goes. Let's see. We got a Shieldy this time. The Shieldy shouldn't be an issue. I am going to upgrade that wall, though, just in case. Let me throw a few ups in over here. We got a Cyborg Spellbreaker laying up top. That one shouldn't be too bad. What's coming on Timmy? Oh, that's the Siege Roller. That's right. Let's see. I'm half tempted to just go wallless right here. You know what? I'm not gonna. I'll put a wall anyway. Let's see, let's get some of that. And then I think just gonna add in some Boom Boom here. You can buy it with real money on the. It's included in one of those packs. Their TSK. But besides that, there's no way. Defender medals or that pack is the only way to get one. They don't drop anywhere. Alright, double checking. We got no geodes. And I've got, what, 140 left, which is 4 cannons. I mean, that should just steamroll this. Man, that one is way too close. Trying to make sure I get the buff on all the cannons. I'm using Power Pylon on the walls. Colossus costs too much. It's just not worth it, in my opinion. You don't need that much defense health. It's more of a novelty, in my opinion, anyway. I almost never use Colossus. It's a lot of DU just for a novelty. I'd rather have more defenses wrecking it up. Alright, where do I want to spend this 500? I guess in this shieldy lane, right? Well, you know what? He's going to be at the wall. Throw one more there and one more... Where else? Actually, I can't throw any more anywhere. Except on that sand, but I don't want to upgrade the sand. Yeah, that's what I was saying, Shen. It's included in one of the base packs if you buy it. I think it's, actually, we do have 20 DU left. Let me go with one more LSA over here just so I can get a little bit of an ignore factor here. Man, I don't want to sell it. I'll just put it back here. I mean, it's specifically just for that one mob. The Gorb stock. Or Shieldy Gobs, as I lovingly refer to him. Alright, it's definitely going to be all about right here. 882 mobs. Let's make it happen. Throw a repair on that. And let's see how ugly this gets. trying to watch this lane and watch the mini-map at the same time can get a little challenging. When the eggs spoil, they turn into a random pet reagent. So one of the little pet items that you need to level up. I always just end up selling them. But if you need pet reagents and you have the inventory space, then there's nothing wrong with keeping them and letting them spoil. Definitely nothing wrong with that. Alright, here comes the siege roller. This would be a very, very bad time to die. The siege roller looks stuck, actually. Is it just because it's frozen? Or is it actually stuck? Oh man, come on, get off me. Oh crap. Worst possible time to die. I mean, luckily this siege roller is really CC'd. Let's see if I can get in here and make this happen. Trying to find a little protection area. Nope, not going to find it there. This is where my nuke monk would be really handy to have. Look at all these guys. Wrong lane, dudes. Alright, I think it's a good game. Oh yeah. Very nice. I'm not sure exactly off the top of my head, but exclamation stats in chat will give you a link to all of the max tiers from each item. YouTube has been a little funny with links lately, so you may have to copy paste it, but exclamation stats in chat. Alright, no defender pack there. But that was floor 81. Got the one shot on Lost Temple. Alright, so that's actually going to do it for today, but I am going to head back to Tavern and open that defender pack real quick and hope I get something good. Let's see, let's see. You have to do best pets if you want the video there, Monkey Man. I think there's a pet basics, exclamation pet basics. Let's see, what do I have for defender? I got 800 defender medals, so I can do a reroll. Let's see what's in it. Give me something good. Oh, it's blue. Oh, that's getting rerolled. 300 defender medals, goodbye. Nope, another blue. Alright, well, I mean, made a little bit of gold there. What, 400,000? 405,000 gold. Not too shabby, so I'll take it. But anyway, everybody, that is going to do it for today. Thank you all a ton for swinging by. I appreciate it very, very much. Yeah, you know how it goes, Wrecked. Wrecked shows up, that means it's over. Once again, though, thanks a ton, everybody. I do appreciate it. I'll be back live tonight over on Twitch. So depending on what time zone you're in, it's going to be starting at 11 p.m. Pacific. So it's late for most people in North America, and it's early for people in Europe. But I will be gone for a little while. I'm not sure. I'll probably play some DD2, but I may end up doing something different. But that is going to do it for right now, though. Thanks again, everybody, and I will see you next time. Take it easy.